Red Stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me no. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem to. Red Stripe, watcha. Man, shall I be the forward boy? Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Back down we run the marathon boy. The bush and never made it that the champion boy pan. Nah man I done a songsters boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy.
Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Draxall Sports Complex. We are here for what is expected to be an exciting encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Lovely afternoon here at Draxall for this encounter. We have the starting teams for you. We start with the visitors. Vere United, the starting team for the Vere United team this afternoon. Number 8, Jerome Smith. Number 19, Zane Hilton. Goalkeeper wearing number 1, Romain Sampson. Number 6 is Shane Campbell. Number 20, Ray Campbell. Number 5, Alton Lewis. Number 12, Zane Reed. Number 14, Javere Brown. Number 16, Devroy Gray. Number 22, Kenroy Lumpton. And number 18, Swain Thomas. On the bench, number 45, Jovel Plunkett. Number 2, Michael Morland. Number 3, Kirk Mullins. Number 4, Laston Reed. Number 10, Renier Elliott. And number 11, Christopher Randall. The home team, Mount Pleasant, starting today, David Swaby in goal, wearing number 50, number 3, and captain Ladale Ritchie, number 4, Alwyn Harvey, number 5, Ricardo Campbell, number 12, Latroy Ling, number 9, Daniel Green, number 15, Kevon Isaacs, number 6, Liston James, number 8, Jordan Fletcher, number 10, Kemar Beckford, and number 11, Keslan Hall. The substitutes on the bench, number 40, Kadeem Davis, number 18, Kevin Graham, number 7, Jamil Hardware, number 17, Ronaldo Rodney, number 19, Cordell Benbow, and number 14, Sule Makala.
Wearing number 50, number 12, Latroy Lane, number 3, Ladale Ritchie, the captain, number 5, Ricardo Campbell, number 6, Liston James, number 4, Alwyn Harvey, number 15, Kevon Isaacs, number 9, Daniel Green, number 10, Kemar Bedford, number 11, Keslan Hall, number 8, Jordan Fletcher, and the coach of the Mount Pleasant team, Paul Davis, and the team manager, David Galloway. We want to say a very special happy birthday to number 4 from Mount Pleasant, Alwyn Harvey, celebrating his birthday today. We wish him a very good day. please stand for the national anthem of Jamaica. And we're also going to be having our Player of the Month presentation at halftime as well. Right now, we're going to
So we're getting ready for the kickoff in this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Lovely afternoon here at the Draxall Sports Complex. And there we have the kickoff. Mount Pleasant with the kickoff. Latroy Lang plays it inside. Finds Ricardo Campbell. Campbell plays it left-sided to Liston James. James chips it ahead. Gets it to Beckford. Beckford plays it back to Campbell. Campbell plays it right side. Finds Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie comes forward with it. Plays it to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher back to the center circle where we find Alwyn Thomas. Thomas plays it left side to Liston James, who gives it away but wins it back, does Liston James on the near side. Mount Pleasant still in possession.
So the game gets started here with Mount Pleasant kicking to the polo field.
James on the left side. Plays it forward. Gets it into the box.
The road here.
Easily collected by the goalkeeper for Vere United.
Multi-purpose stadium here.
Romain Sampson.
Match 9 here.
Plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant, David Swaby. Swaby rolls it right side to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it further to his right, finds Latroy Lang. Here's Keston Hall with it. Comes back to Lang. Lang plays it back. Ball being played in the Mount Pleasant half. Ladale Ritchie has it. Boots it forward now. Finds Kemar Beckford on the halfway line. Beckford plays it inside now. Finds Daniel Green. Daniel Green with it, and the play is broken up by the defense for Vere United. Corner kick taken here by Mount Pleasant. Here is Kevon Isaacs. He's brought down. And there's a whistle on the play. Just outside the penalty area.
This is where
on the left side. Zane Hilton. It is.
Let's see if he can do a replica here.
Who brought down the Mount Pleasant player and earns for Mount Pleasant a kick. Two-man wall being built by goalkeeper Sampson.
Addresses the wall here.
As Daniel Green stands over this one. Here is a kick from Daniel Green, and it goes over the crossbar harmlessly for a goal kick to Vere United. Early action in this encounter. Mount Pleasant nil, Vere United nil.
Last week he scored when he headed for the right-hand corner. This week he chooses to go to the left-hand corner. Wasn't so successful as last week.
Here is goalkeeper Sampson now with a goal kick for Vere United. They are kicking towards the Polo Club.
Ball booted downfield. Mount Pleasant has so
That
far
is Mount Pleasant.
early going here, early start here.
And
They've
Vere
come
United
close, the closest
kicking towards the highway. Here is Vere United with the throw. Broken up, play broken up, but there's a whistle on the play.
Against Mount Pleasant.
And a free kick won by the Vere United team. Midway, the Mount Pleasant half.
Still here, Peter Gould. Here is Jamal now.
Here is a kick taken low and rolls harmlessly to the past the left upright.
Didn't do any disturbance to anyone here.
Swaby to take this goal kick.
Booted it outside.
Plays it short to Campbell. Campbell plays it back to Swaby. Ball still in the penalty area. Played to the right by Swaby to Latroy Lang. Lang dribbles forward and then sends it long upfield. Finds Keston Hall. Hall trying to keep it inside. Does so. It comes off the Vere United player, who is brought down. No whistle on the play. Here is Javier Brown for Vere United with it. Comes back to Kemar Beckford for Mount Pleasant. Beckford trying to find Kevon Isaacs. It rolls harmlessly past Isaacs and goes to the Vere United defender, who says thank you. But here is Vere United once again coming forward on the right side. Plays it inside. Not successful in getting it inside. Goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Ladale Ritchie coming forward for Mount Pleasant once again. Trying to find the Keston Hall. Hall eventually gets it. Comes down to Jordan Fletcher. Here is Fletcher with a shot. Blocked. Trying to get it to Beckford. Blocked once again. It comes to Alwyn Harvey. Harvey plays it forward. Finds Beckford. Beckford being hounded by the Vere United defenders. Turns it back to Harvey. Does Beckford. Beckford, Harvey now with it. Plays it to Liston James. Back in the Mount Pleasant half. Here is Kevon Isaacs with it. Play broken up by Vere United. They are in possession in the center circle. Zane Reed dribbles to his left. Plays it left-sided now. Just getting into the Mount Pleasant half, and it's cleared by Leng. It is for Mount Pleasant. And goes into touch for a throw to Vere United. Nil all the scoreline. Mount Pleasant against Vere United here at Draxall. Here is Vere trying to come forward once again. Shot on goal. Goes high and wide. Both teams trying to sort themselves out in this early stage. The early stage of this contest. Here is Daniel Green. Passes it to the Vere United team. Mount Pleasant lose possession. Vere United wins a free kick. Here is Kenroy Lumpton for Vere with the free kick just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench. Kick taken high into the penalty area. Gets it to Swain Thomas. Thomas loses possession. It comes to Keston Hall. Hall on the left side plays it forward for Daniel Green. It comes back to Jordan Fletcher who chips it and it goes over the crossbar.
That's a clear chance there where Hall.
Positive move forward there from the Mount Pleasant team.
One would have said he should have
Wins
done
a
better with
corner.
that one. Clear chance here.
Here is Daniel Green with the corner. Setting it up to take it right-footed, Daniel Green. Here's a corner kick coming over now for Mount Pleasant. Headed out by Vere United. Comes to Zane Reed. He dribbles forward on the far side. Stops, turns. Finds number 18, Swain Thomas. Thomas dribbles over the line. Vere still in possession, coming forward. Broken up by Harvey. Gets it to Beckford. Beckford plays it to Daniel Green. Green back to Harvey. Harvey plays it left side to Liston James. Kevon Isaacs in possession for Mount Pleasant now. Plays it right side. Finds Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie to Lang. Lang plays it forward. Finds Keslan Hall. Hall turns it back now to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher plays it inside to Isaacs. Isaacs plays it left side. Finds Liston James. Mount Pleasant building an attack here. Here is Alwyn Harvey. Plays it just over the half line for Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie stops. Plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it too high. Loses it. And Vere United through Zane Reed comes away once again. Reed unable to keep it inside. Plays it into touch. And a throw to Mount Pleasant just below their bench. Lang with the throw for Mount Pleasant. Comes to Keston Hall. Hall finds Fletcher. Fletcher not able to maintain possession. Comes back to the Vere United team. Mount Pleasant earns possession once again through Fletcher. Fletcher plays it left side. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford dribbling on the left side. Turns inside. Shot towards goal. And just getting to the crop past the upright of the goalkeeper. Corner kick won by Mount Pleasant. Another good effort from the Mount Pleasant team as they seek to get the go-ahead goal. Right-sided corner once again. Daniel Green standing over it. Plays it inside, headed out by the central defender for Vere United. Swain Thomas gets it out of the danger area. Comes to Ladale Ritchie, takes it down nicely, does Ritchie, and plays it back to his goalkeeper, David Swaby. Swaby dribbles out of the penalty area. Plays it left side to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell turns it back to Ritchie. Ritchie dribbling forward with it towards Lang. Makes the pass now, does Ritchie to Lang. Lang trying to swing this one upfield, crashes into the Vere United player. Here is Reed trying to make his way forward, plays it left side. Here is Gray trying to beat Ritchie on the left side, cleared one time by Campbell. Comes back to Keslan Hall. Hall finds Daniel Green. Daniel Green now in possession, dribbles over the halfway line, does Daniel Green. Intercepted by the defense for Vere United. Plays it right side. Here now is Javier Brown for Vere United. But Mount Pleasant gains possession once again. Liston James plays it forward. Cleared one time. Back into the Mount Pleasant half. And there is Kemar Beckford all the way back in defense, shielding in this one as it goes into touch for a goal kick. 0-0 the scoreline in this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United here at Draxall. Red Stripe Premier League action. Here is Campbell. Plays it forward Trying to find Fletcher. Fletcher gets it on the third attempt. Plays it back to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell in possession for Mount Pleasant. Plays it right side. Finds Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it further to his right to Leng. Leng turns it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it back to his goalkeeper, Swaby. Swaby plays it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie coming forward. Mount Pleasant in possession. Trying to find Daniel Green. Ball goes into touch. And a throw won by Vere United. 0-0 the scoreline in this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United here at Draxall. Throw to be taken by Vere United. Just in front of their bench. And it goes back into touch of Keslan Hall. And the Vere team wins a second consecutive throw. It comes back now to Vere United. They come forward on the right side. Here is Swain Thomas making the pass forward, turns it inside, cleared one time by Mount Pleasant. Into touch it goes, and a throw to Vere United. 0-0 the scoreline in this encounter. Alton Lewis it is with the throw for Vere United. As Mount Pleasant comes away with it once again through Kemar Beckford. Beckford turns it inside to Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher whistle on the play. Caught offside there. Jordan Fletcher. Kick taken. Here is Vere United once again. Gets into the Mount Pleasant half, does Vere United. Cleared by the defense for Mount Pleasant. Here is Daniel Green coming forward, finds Beckford on his left side. Beckford plays it inside to Green. Green. Play broken up by Vere. Comes back to Alwyn Harvey. And he plays it into touch for a throw to Vere United. Mount Pleasant making a number of forays now into the Vere United penalty area. And very soon we could see the deadlock being broken. But here is Vere United once again. They have a throw on the far side, midway the Mount Pleasant half. Ball goes into touch once again. So Mount Pleasant will have a goal kick. Here's the ball being played forward now. Mount Pleasant in possession. Daniel Green in the middle of the field. Turns it back to Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs finds Harvey once again. Harvey trying to find Beckford. Intercepted there by Vere United, who comes away with it once again on the far side. Ball played into the penalty area, and the goalkeeper David Swaby holds on to it. Swaby just rolls this one right-sided to Leng. Leng plays it to Harvey, and Harvey turns it back to his goalkeeper, who plays it to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell plays it to Liston James. James back to Campbell. Campbell to Harvey. Coming deep to receive this one. Plays it right-sided to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it forward, finds Keston Hall. Hall to Letroy Leng. Leng trying to find back Hall. Hall flicks it backwards, only succeeds in getting it to a Vere United player. They're coming forward once again. Rolling forward now is Vere United, coming towards the penalty area. Intercepted there by Latroy Leng. Beautifully tackled by Leng, and he makes a clearance and gets it into touch for a throw to Vere United. Vere United with a throw. Midway, the Mount Pleasant half. Here's the throw in. Into the penalty box. Long throw. By Jerome Smith. Slight mix up there in the defense, but goalkeeper Swaby holds on to this one. Boots this one upfield. Kenroy Lumpton it is, trying to head this one out. Comes back now to Daniel Green. Green in possession, gets by his man. Whistle on the play, goes into touch. Throw quickly taken by Daniel Green. Here is Keston Hall. Plays it to Jerome Smith for Vere United. They come away with it once again in the center circle. They have it. Gray trying to find his man on the left side. Intercepted by Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie heads it to his goalkeeper, David Swaby, who just rolls it to his left to Ricardo Campbell. Mount Pleasant trying to build an attack once again. Here is Campbell. Plays it upfield. Trying to find Kemar Beckford. Unable to find Beckford, but Vere puts it into touch for a throw. Beckford it is who puts it into touch for a throw to Vere United. Just below us here is Alton Lewis with the throw. Comes back to Kenroy Lumpton. Lumpton plays it inside. Finds the Shane Campbell. Whistle on the play once again. Kick won by Mount Pleasant. Here is Harvey with the ball for Mount Pleasant. Turns it back, plays it to Campbell. Campbell to Ritchie. Ritchie sends it long to the left, trying to find Jordan Fletcher. Will Fletcher be able to recover this one? Doesn't look as if he's able to. Comes back to James. James plays it to Harvey. Harvey to Isaacs. Back with Harvey. In the Vere United half. Plays it back into their own half, does Mount Pleasant. To Campbell. Campbell plays it to Ritchie. Ritchie back to Campbell. Two players in the Mount Pleasant half. All the action in the Vere United half at this time. Here's Jordan Fletcher with it. Dribbling across the center circle. Plays it back to Ritchie. Ritchie plays it forward. Finds Keston Hall. Hall trying to find his man on the right side. No movement there. And it goes into touch. Hall not reading for that pass there. And it goes into touch. So it's a goal kick to Vere United. 0-0 the scoreline in this Red Stripe Premier League encounter between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. First half action. Goalkeeper David Swaby is down and is getting some attention at the moment. Swaby looks to be okay once again, heading towards his position. Coach Paul Teager Davis issuing instructions to his players as goalkeeper Swaby was being attended to. So we're ready now for more action. Here is the goal kick from Sampson. Comes to Richie or Lang. Plays it forward, loses possession. Jerome Smith has it for Vere United. Ball played right side. Here is Vere United, shot towards goal and just getting by the left upright. No, it comes back and is grabbed out of the air by the goalkeeper David Swaby. Close call there for Mount Pleasant. Looks as if Swain Thomas was left freely on the outside, on the right side there. Shot towards goal. And in the end, Vere United made a mess of it. Here is Beckford coming forward, plays it to Hall. Hall turns it inside. Here's Beckford with it now. Not able to get off the shot. And it goes into touch for a goal kick to Vere United. Tit for tat here at Draxall. Close call for Vere United, close call for Mount Pleasant. Let's see who will break this deadlock. Nil in this encounter. So Vere United wins a corner. Vere United kicking towards the Draxall Polo Club end. Here's a corner kick. Doesn't make it to the goal area, goes into touch, and goal kick won by Mount Pleasant. Quickly taken by Swaby as Richie sends it long upfield, trying to find Jordan Fletcher. Comes back to Harvey. Harvey plays it into the penalty area, headed out by the Vere United defenders. Here is Keston Hall, collects with his left foot, collects with his right foot, turns and make the pass with his left foot, finds Kemar Beckford on the left side. Beckford trying to get this one inside. Gets it in, yes he does. Comes back to Fletcher. Fletcher dribbles away from the goal. Plays it back to Kevon Isaacs. Here is Isaacs with it. Plays it to Liston James. James at the edge of the area. Lining up for a shot is James. Chips it inside and easily held by goalkeeper Romain Sampson for Vere United. Nil on the scoreline. Vere United in possession once again. Gray on the far side, dribbling past two defenders. Stops, turns. Shot towards goal, over the crossbar once again. Harmless effort on goal there for Vere United. As Mount Pleasant starts another build-up. Isaacs comes deep for this one. Plays it forward to Harvey. Here is James in the left back position. Coming forward with it. Plays it in the center circle. Isaacs plays it left side to Ladale Ritchie. It comes back to Harvey. Harvey dribbling forward, trying to find Keston Hall, unsuccessful. It bubbles between the Mount Pleasant and the Vere United players, but comes back now to Mount Pleasant in their own half. Ritchie with it once again, sends it long upfield, finds Daniel Green who heads it on, trying to find Keston Hall. Play broken up by Vere United through Alton Lewis as Jerome Smith comes away with it once again. Plays it into the center circle, finds Zane Reed. Zane Reed plays it left side, finds Gray. Dre dribbles towards the area. And the goalkeeper, Swaby, quickly off his line to take possession of this ball. Whistle on the play there. Daniel Green fouled by the Vere United left back. And wins for Mount Pleasant a free kick. Here is Hall. Turns with it. Plays it left side. Finds Fletcher. Fletcher bundled off the ball. Comes back to Leng. Whistle on the play. Another goal kick won by Mount Pleasant. As the fans continue to make their way into the complex. Here is Beckford coming deep to receive this one. Plays it back to Isaacs or Campbell. Here is Campbell once again. Plays it to Beckford. Beckford dribbles over the halfway line. Plays it to Daniel Green. Daniel Green trying to move forward. Finds Isaacs. Isaacs stops it, turns. Plays it back to Leng. Leng chips it forward. Headed by Keslan Hall. Wide of the right, upright. Keslan Hall at a clear header on goal here. Made a meal of it. Off target. The score remains goalless. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Heading towards the end of the first half in this encounter. No goals yet. Here is Alton Lewis going down the right side here for Vere United. Chips it inside now. Headed out there by Ladale Ritchie. And gives away a corner to Vere United. Brown with the corner. Headed out by Mount Pleasant. Smith trying to get the rebound, unsuccessful. But there's a whistle on the play. So it seems Vere United earns a free kick. Kick is taken. Here is Vere United coming inside. Shot towards goal. Blocked. Deflection of looks to be James. So Vere United wins another corner. Same spot on the right side. Cleared by Leng. Here is Beckford trying to make his way forward. It comes back to Isaacs from Beckford. Broken up by Vere United. Mount Pleasant in possession. Comes to Green. Loses his footing. No whistle on the play. Vere coming forward once again. Left side movement. Cleared by Len. Into touch it goes. And a corner, another throw to the Vere United team. So Daniel Green is down. Gets some attention now. Does Daniel Green? Lots of spectators in hand to watch this encounter. Green makes his way off the field and will return momentarily. Here is another attack from the Vere United team, held on to by goalkeeper David Swiby for Mount Pleasant. Here is James with a throw for Mount Pleasant. Brown going forward for Vere United. Intercepted by goalkeeper Swaby. Well-timed effort. Just picking this one off the foot of Swain Thomas. So Harvey is trying to start another attack for Mount Pleasant. Fletcher gets by two players. Finds Daniel Green. Daniel Green dribbling forward. Shot towards goal by Green. Straight towards the goalkeeper, who holds on confidently. Romain Sampson. But that one from Green went straight to the goalkeeper. And he duly obliged and said thank you. Here is Isaacs coming forward now for Mount Pleasant. Plays it back to Fletcher. Fletcher finds Liston James. James finds back Fletcher in the middle of the field in the Vere United half. Here is Kemar Beckford and he's brought down. Referee points to the penalty spot. So Kemar Beckford is taken off his legs as he headed towards goal. And the referee points to the penalty spot. So this is an opportunity now for Mount Pleasant to take the lead. Here is Beckford setting it up now for this penalty. A chance to give Mount Pleasant the lead in this encounter. Here is Beckford. He's a leading scorer for Mount Pleasant this season. Here he is. Steps up, shoots, scores! Mount Pleasant takes the lead. Kemar Beckford once again on the score sheet. And the celebrations are on at Drax Hall. Mount Pleasant 1. Vere United 0. Kemar Beckford from the penalty spot, getting this one to the left of Sampson and into the back of the net. So, just ahead of the halftime break, Kemar Beckford puts himself on the score sheet. 40 minutes gone, and it's Mount Pleasant 1, Vere United 0. Beckford from the penalty spot. Here is Swin Thomas with the kickoff. Plays it to Zane Reed. Vere in possession, trying to come forward. Here is Lewis on the right side, dribbling down the right side is Lewis. Gets it inside, head towards goal, goes into touch. Goal kick to Mount Pleasant. They have the lead now in this encounter. Kemar Beckford making the difference from the penalty spot. Here is Mount Pleasant knocking this one around in their penalty area. Here is Isaacs, comes forward, chips it forward, trying to find Beckford. Too far forward for Beckford, but Beckford is still trying to gain possession. Keslan Hall wins this one for Mount Pleasant. Shot towards goal from Alvin Harvey, bounces off the chest of goalkeeper Sampson, and the rebound is played into touch for a goal kick, a deflection. There was a deflection, yes, and it's a corner won by Mount Pleasant. But Harvey poured this one towards goal. Sampson wasn't able to hold on to it, crashed into his chest and came back for the rebound. Mount Pleasant in front 1-0. Here is Fletcher with the corner kick. It comes over, headed by Harvey, crashes into the defense, shot from far out by Kevon Isaacs, crashes into players, comes back to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell plays it to his right side, finds Jordan Fletcher, Latroy Leng to Fletcher, Fletcher back to Leng, chips it inside, does Leng, crashes into the goalkeeper and goes into touch for another corner kick. Mount Pleasant on fire here as we head towards a halftime break. They lead it by a goal to 0. Corner kick to be taken again by Jordan Fletcher.
So it's a fever pitch here now.
Here is Fletcher with the corner kick. Cleared one time by Lewis. Here is goalkeeper Sampson with it now, booting it upfield. Headed by Campbell. Comes back to Lewis. Lewis chips it forward. Swaby off his line to retrieve. Here is Liston James on the near side, finds Keslan Hall. Hall trying to find James once again. Vere in possession in the penalty box. Played forward by Richie. Richie gets it to Hall. Hall loses it. It comes back to Harvey. Harvey comes forward, finds Green. Green loses it. Harvey once again to the rescue. Whistle on the play. Kick for Vere United. Free kick won by Vere United. Just meters away from the half line in their own half. Headed one time by James. Comes as far as Hall. Hall plays it left side. Finds Beckford. Beckford plays it to Jordan Fletcher with a long pass. Fletcher with another long pass trying to find Keslan Hall, but overhits it and it goes into touch for a throw. So Vere United wins the throw. The fourth official indicating 1 minute to be added to the first half of this encounter. Here is Daniel Green in the penalty box trying to get a shot off. Blocked by the defense for Vere. Comes back to Jordan Fletcher. Flicks it over his head. Finds Leng. Attack broken up by Vere United. Reed comes away with it. Trying to get by Leng. Unsuccessful. Leng comes away with it. Whistle on the play. And the referee indicates that an offense was committed. And so a free kick is won by Vere United. Mount Pleasant leading by a goal to nil. Goal scored from the penalty spot on minute 40 by Kemar Beckford. Ball goes into the area. Mount Pleasant area, plucked out of the sky by goalkeeper David Swaby. And the referee indicates that this is the end of the first half. So after 45 minutes, Mount Pleasant leading by 1 goal to nil. Kemar Beckford making the difference for Mount Pleasant, scoring from the penalty spot in the 40th minute. So after this 45, or at the end of this 45 minutes, we go into the second half. Let's see what happens after this. Mount Pleasant 1, Vere United 0. Second half action is about to get underway. Mount Pleasant leading by a goal to nil over Vere United in this encounter. And we're getting ready now for the kickoff of the second half. Vere United to get the action underway in the second half. We are underway in the second half. Mount Pleasant in possession. Ball goes into touch. Here is Mount Pleasant once again back in possession. Daniel Green trying to find his man. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Vere United. Just about the bottom of the center circle in the Vere United half. Mount Pleasant leading by a goal to nil in this encounter. Jam-packed Draxall complex here for this encounter. Here is Vere United trying to build an attack in the Mount Pleasant half. Mount Pleasant coming forward. Play broken up there by the defenders for Vere United, and once again they come away with it. Here is Ladale Richard, the captain for Mount Pleasant, plays it inside trying to find Alwyn Harvey. Vere United regains possession on the right side of the Mount Pleasant half. Chips it into the penalty area. Whistle on the play. And the referee
penalty here
indicates a penalty for Vere United. So Vere United, they have won a penalty. Mount Pleasant leading by a goal to nil. And this now is an opportunity for Vere United to bring things level. Here is Zane Reed now to take this penalty. He's the one standing over it. David Swaby on the line there for Mount Pleasant. Here's the kick now. Shot towards goal and into the back of the net. Vere United equalizes. It's Mount Pleasant 1, Vere United 1. Zane Reed from the penalty spot gets the equalizer for Vere United. So Vere United is back in this game. 48-minute penalty converted by Zane Reed makes things level here at Drax Hall. And the kickoff is taken. Harvey plays it left side. Finds Liston James. James plays it inside to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it forward. Finds Daniel Green and Jordan Fletcher it is. Unable to keep that one. Inside. And a throw to the Vere United team. Right in front of the Vere United bench. Here is Reed in possession. Gets it to his man. That's Devroy Gray. Loses it. Mount Pleasant back in possession. Through Liston James trying to play it forward. Intercepted by the defense for Vere United. Swain Thomas comes forward with it into the penalty box. Strips it inside. Headed away by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Cleared the second time by Alwyn Harvey, but only gets it back as far as Reed. In fact, that's Javier Brown. Swings it inside. Crashes into Ladale Ritchie. Vere United in possession. And here we have Kevon Isaacs coming away with it for Mount Pleasant. Shot towards goal. Bounces off the goalkeeper. Recovers on the second attempt. Does the goalkeeper for Vere United. So it's 1-1 early in the second half of this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United here at Drax Hall. Vere United with a throw just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench on the far side of the field. Throws it, headed out by Liston James for Mount Pleasant. Hits the hand of Keslan Hall. And Vere United earns a free kick just about the halfway line. Daniel Green standing over it. He backs off. Chipped into the penalty area. And easily handled there by goalkeeper David Swaby for Mount Pleasant. Here is Beckford trying to muscle his way between the Vere United defender and the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper does well and takes that one. Throw won by Vere United. Here they come once again, trying to build an attack, Vere United. Cleared one time by Ladale Ritchie, but doesn't get it far. It's back with the Vere United team. They're coming forward on the right side. Chipped inside the penalty area, blocked by the defense for Mount Pleasant. Here is Alwyn Harvey once again trying to block the passage of the Vere United attackers. Javier Brown plays it forward, intercepted by or shadowed by Liston James, and it goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. 1-1 the scoreline in this encounter between Vere United and Mount Pleasant. Goalkeeper David Swaby sets it up now for a goal kick. Takes it short, left side, where he finds Ricardo Campbell. Campbell boots it upfield. Comes to Daniel Green. Daniel Green taken down by That looks to be the number 14 for Vere United, Javier Brown. And free kick is won by Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green pulled to the ground by Brown. And so Mount Pleasant will be taking this free kick. Could be a dangerous free kick from this angle. Just about 10 yards away from the penalty area. And it looks to be Alwyn Harvey that is setting to take this one. Mount Pleasant now kicking towards the highway in this second half. Here is Harvey now. Kevon Isaacs looks on. Harvey steps back, sets it up now, steps up with a kick, crashes into the wall, and cleared by the Vere United defenders. They're in possession. Vere United dribbling forward is Swain Thomas. Here is Thomas with the shot towards goal. Blocked by goalkeeper Swaby for Mount Pleasant and recovers on the second attempt. Good shot taken there, but unable to penetrate the defense of David Swaby in goal for Mount Pleasant. They are trying to build an attack once again, Mount Pleasant, but the play is broken up by Vere United. Substitution being made for Mount Pleasant. Jamil Hardware gets ready to come onto the field. He replaces Daniel Green. Double change in fact for Mount Pleasant, as Cordell Benbow is also making his way onto the field at the expense of Keslan Hall. So double change there for Mount Pleasant. So, and immediately Cordell Benbow gets in on the action, trying to find Beckford. Beckford is taken down. Vere United comes away with it in the Mount Pleasant half, plays it left side and unable to keep it in. And Mount Pleasant wins a throw. Latroy Leng it is who is going to be taking this throw. Does so now. Plays it to Richie. Richie plays it back to Leng. Leng boots it upfield, trying to find, that looks to be Jamil Hardware. Unsuccessful in getting it is Hardware. Here now is Devrod Gray for Vere United. Gets it as far as Ladale Ritchie, and he goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. 1-1 the scoreline here at Draxall in this Red Stripe Premier League encounter. Mount Pleasant against Vere United. Here is a goal kick taken quickly by Campbell. Plays it right side to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie dribbles forward, plays it forward also. Comes back to Vere United to Javier Brown. It's back with the Mount Pleasant team. Here now is Kevon Isaacs. Plays it across the halfway line. Sends it upfield. Here is Mount Pleasant in attack. Benbow. His shot going way over the crossbar. And a goal kick won by Vere United. Should have done better with that one, Benbow. We have a player down. Vere United player down. And he's getting some assistance. He's lying in the center circle and is being attended to. 1-1 the scoreline in second half action in this Premier League encounter between Mount Pleasant and Vere United. Okay, so we're ready for a return to action.
Mobilize. They lead 1-0 for whatever they got. 1-1 here at Jackson.
Here's the goal kick. Way up into the sky it goes. Here is Beckford flicking this one, trying to find Benbow, but the goalkeeper intercepts. And easily takes this one. Player goes down once again. That looks to be length for Mount Pleasant. Seems to be in some discomfort lane. And the referee is calling for assistance. Not missing any action at the moment as the doctors are seeking to the welfare of Lane. So we have the resumption. Here is Benbow getting this one into the penalty area. Here is Jordan Fletcher trying to beat his man. Does so now, plays it inside and into the back of the net and scores! Jordan Fletcher makes it Mount Pleasant 2, Vere United 1. How did he get it in through that angle? God he knows. But Jordan Fletcher controlling on the right side, beat one man, beat the other on the line, and chipped it between the upright and the goalkeeper into the back of the net and makes it Mount Pleasant 2, Vere United 1. 61 minutes gone in this encounter. Beautifully taken effort there by Jordan Fletcher, who is rounding into some good form for the Mount Pleasant team. Beckford seems to have hurt himself. He's coming off the field with the medics. So the supporters of Mount Pleasant in a joyful celebration here as they take the lead in this encounter once again. Here's the kickoff. Ball booted upfield by the Vere defenders. Comes easily to Swaby in goal for Mount Pleasant. He rolls it left side. Here is Benbow in attack. Plays it to Swaby. Swaby back to Benbow. Benbow dribbling into the center circle. Plays it to Ladale Ritchie. He plays it right side. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs turns it left side. Finds Alwyn Harvey. Harvey plays it to Beckford to his left. Comes back now to Cordell Benbow. Just allowing the ball to roll. Flicks it past the defender who comes to make the attack. Here is Benbow back with it once again. Comes to Isaacs. Trying to find back. Benbow loses it to the Vere number 16 Devroy Gray, and there's a whistle on the play. So a free kick won by Vere United. Looks to be Isaacs who is down. No, it is Benbow. So he's back on his feet now, Cordell Benbow. Takes quite a lot of knocks in the games. But he's back up and ready to run. Substitution for Vere United. Number 10. Lamar Beckford, or rather, number 10, Renor Elliott it is, that is making his way into the action here for Vere United. They play this one into touch, and so it looks to be Vere now with the throw. Alton Lewis to take this through. Gets it to Devroy Gray. Gray dribbles on the right side. Plays it back now to the substitute Renor Elliott, who gets his first touch. Chips it inside to the penalty area. The heads go up and it's headed to the right of the penalty area. Cleared one time by Ladale Ritchie for Mount Pleasant. And it comes into the Vere half. Jordan Fletcher, the goal scorer, hounded by the defense for Vere United. He makes the pass to his right to Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs trying to find Benbow. Unsuccessful. Comes to Latroy Leng, who chips this one high. And the goalkeeper comes forward easily. Goalkeeper Sampson. And it takes this one. Romain Sampson, the goalkeeper for Vere United. Here is Mount Pleasant trying to come forward once again. Jamil Hardware taken down there. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. In the Vere United, midway the Vere United half towards the right. Just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench. Ball booted upfield. Campbell with the clearance. Not quite getting the clearance. Comes to Ritchie. And Ritchie lays it off nicely for the forward for Vere United, who takes a shot at goal but only succeed in getting it over the crossbar. Swaby with the goal kick for Mount Pleasant. Bright sunny afternoon here at Draxon. Here's a goal kick. Comes back to Isaacs, who plays it right side to Leng. Leng trying to go forward, chips it off the boot of the Vere United defender and earns a throw. Leng himself to take the throw. Throws it inside to Harvey. Harvey back to Leng. Leng boots it into the defensive area, and there is Campbell coming away with it. Plays it to his left. Here is Benbow trying to gain possession from Zane Hilton. There is a whistle on the play. Yes, a whistle on the play. Free kick won by Vere United. Mount Pleasant leading by 2-1. Here is Hardware once again being taken down. Comes back to Leng. Leng plays it forward. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Zane Reed it is who comes away with that. Javier Brown rather it is who comes away with that one for Vere United. Mount Pleasant in their own half. Leng plays it long to his left. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell plays it forward. Finds Liston James. James back in the middle to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it further right. Finds Latroy Leng. It comes to the right side. And the goalkeeper sprints to his left and grabs this one. Here now is Vere United coming forward once again on the left side, trying to find that looks to be Campbell. Comes back now to the substitute Elliott. Shot towards goal by Tashane Campbell. Only succeeds in dragging it to the left upright, and it goes into touch for a throw, a goal kick rather, to Mount Pleasant. They lead by 2 goals to 1. Another player is on the ground, and the referee is calling for assistance for him. Decent crowd here at the Draxall Sports Complex for this encounter. Bright and sunny conditions, slight wind blowing across the field. The leg is being stretched off the field. Here's a kick now to be taken by Swaby. Here is Vere coming forward once again on the right side. Ball played inside. Here is Campbell with it, plays it in further inside, comes back to Hardware. Hardware plays it forward, trying to find Beckford. Beckford coming very deep to receive this one. He has 4 players around him. Can he get out of this? Plays it back to Alwyn Harvey. Harvey trying to get around this man, does so now. And he's fouled. And the referee indicates a free kick. Another change for Mount Pleasant. We see Kevon Isaacs making his way, rather Sule Makala making his way onto the field. So Sule Makala comes in for some of the action. Here is James. Plays it forward, trying to find Isaacs. Isaacs come away with it on the right side. He's into the Vere United half. Plays it to Benbow. Benbow turns it inside. Head scope headed out by the defense for Vere United. And they come away with it now. And here is Richie being hounded by the striker from Vere United. Succeeds in getting it into touch, and a corner to the Vere United team. Looks to be Deborah Gray who's going to be taking this corner kick. Leaves it. Corner punched away by Swaby from Mount Pleasant. Here's Vere United on the edge of the penalty box, trying to worm his way inside, unsuccessful. Plays it outside, comes back now to the substitute, Elliott, and he only is able to play it into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant continuing to lead this one by 2 goals to 1. Swaby with the kick. Goes into touch for a throw. James with the throw for Mount Pleasant. Comes back to James. Plays it forward. You know, is Jamil Hardway with it. Trying to get between two players. Turns it back to Benbow. Benbow back to Jamil Hardway. Hardway dribbling to the penalty, towards the penalty area. Plays it to Beckford. Beckford swings it. Crashes into the defense for Vere United. And it comes away to Ladale Ritchie, who lays it off to Liston James. James now. Campbell rather. Trying to find back Ladale Ritchie. Very close call. Bad pass. Here now is Vere United. Intercepted there by Suley McCalla, and he plays it to the left side of the field. Mount Pleasant in possession, coming forward on the far side. Play broken up by Vere United. Throw won by Mount Pleasant. Here is Jordan Fletcher, plays it back to Suley McCalla. McCalla to Harvey. Harvey finds Campbell, Ricardo Campbell. Campbell looking for options. Plays it left side, finds Suley McCalla once again. McCalla plays it towards the penalty area. Straight to the Vere United defense. It comes back to Campbell. Boots it upfield one time. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs plays it to Hardware. Hardware loses it. Whistle on the play. Harvey penalized by the referee. And we see Zane Reed making his way back off the turf and back into the action. Here is Vere United coming forward. Play broken up by Mount Pleasant. Ball handled there. And a free kick to Mount Pleasant. 2-1 they lead this contest, Mount Pleasant. It looks to be goalkeeper Thomas who's coming forward to take this one. This free kick. Here is Hardway coming to take possession of this one. Plays it inside, finds Benbow. Benbow dribbling now towards the penalty area. Plays it back to Hardware. Hardware chips it over inside, crashes into the defense. Comes back now to James, and he plays it inside. Here is Alwyn Harvey with it, turns it inside to Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs to Cornel Benbow. Benbow trying to get off a shot, gets a shot and drags it just wide of the right upright. Does Benbow. Good build up this time by the Mount Pleasant team, but Benbow only successful in hitting it just to the right upright and into touch for a goal kick to Vere United. Long shot attempted there by Vere United. Goes absolutely nowhere close to Swaby. And the goal for Mount Pleasant. Here is Ladale Ritchie on the near side. Dribbling forward, plays it upfield now. Trying to find Kemar Beckford. Not able to find Beckford, and it goes into touch for a goal kick. Another goal kick to the Vere United team. Kick taken by Sampson. Ritchie once again with a big boot, sending it up back upfield. Into touch for a throw to the Vere United team. Throws it back into his own half. Ball shielded out there by Campbell for Mount Pleasant. So we have Liston James on the right side and Sule McCalla who came on in the left back position. Spectators calling for one more as Mount Pleasant lead by 2-1. Free kick won there by Vere United. Quickly taken on the far side. They're trying to build an attack. Vere United. Comes to the goal scorer Zane Reed. Back to Reed from Thomas, Swain Thomas. Ray Campbell in possession. Plays it left-footed. Trying to find Reed in the box. He swings it. Whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. The Mount Pleasant player down. Sule McCalla gets back to his feet. Whistle on the play there. Here is Devon Gray going towards the box. Intercepted by the goalkeeper. Corner kick won by Vere United. Let's see what they do with this one. Left-sided penalty won by Vere. Here's the corner kick now. Taken right-footed. Headed out by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Ricardo Campbell it is who headed that one back out. And second consecutive corner won by Vere United. Better corner this time around. Cleared on the second attempt by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Ladale Ritchie it is who made the clearance. But Vere only succeeded in getting it back into touch. And a goal kick won by Mount Pleasant. They lead by 2-1 in this encounter. Bright and sunny conditions here at Drax Hall. Lovely Sunday afternoon crowd. Here is Campbell with the goal kick. Boots it upfield. Comes to Gray. Dribbles over the half line on the left side. Does Gray. Trying to get by Liston James. Gets by James but is not able to get it into the box as he would have liked. And the goal kick won once again by Mount Pleasant. Gray not happy with the call by the referee. Harvey with the ball, plays it left side, finds Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher dribbling forward, taken down, whistle on the play. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant. In fact, that was Kemar Beckford that was taken down. So Mount Pleasant with a free kick, midway the Vere United half. Sule McCalla standing over this one. Beckford is also there. Two-man wall being built by Vere United. Can Mount Pleasant add to this total that they have here with this effort? Here is McCullough with the kick. Plays it short to Isaacs. Isaacs powers it towards goal, but gets it wide off the right upright. And a goal kick to Vere United. Substitution for Vere United, Christopher Randall coming on. Here is Vere United once again trying to build an attack, broken up by Mount Pleasant. Comes to Beckford, Benbow rather. Unsuccessful in maintaining possession is Benbow, but it's back with Mount Pleasant. And Beckford unable to get by his man, but wins a throw. Sully McCullough with a throw on the left side. Gets it to Cordell Benbow. Benbow back to Harvey. Harvey plays it forward. Finds back Benbow. Benbow back to Harvey. Plays it back into their own half. Harvey with it. Plays it forward once again. Trying to find Benbow. Intercepted by the Vere United defenders and is penalized by the referee. Kick to Mount Pleasant. To Vere United rather. Another whistle on the play. Here is Vere United coming forward once again on the far side. Ball played into the penalty box. Finds Gray. It's back with Harvey. And Mount Pleasant coming forward once again through Kemar Beckford on the left side. Beckford now trying to get by his man. Plays it inside, trying to find that looks to be Jordan Fletcher. Just skewed off the outside of his boot as he tried to ram this one home. Jordan Fletcher, he's already on the score sheet. So goal kick to Vere United. Here is Beckford in possession once again. Being hounded by that looks to be Thomas. He goes down, whistle on the play. So Beckford seemed to be in some discomfort, but looks to be making his way back onto his feet. Here is James with a kick. And immediately it goes into touch for another throw to Mount Pleasant. Here's McCullough with it once again. Finds Beckford, but Beckford puts it into touch. And Vere United gets a free kick. Alton Lewis it is now who's going to be taking this throw. Free kick won by Vere United, quickly taken. Comes back into their own half. Goalkeeper Sampson intercepts. Grabs it quickly. Only succeeds in getting it to Jordan Fletcher, but there's a whistle on the play. Seemed to have handled it, Fletcher. So Vere United earns a free kick just on the halfway line. Plays it left side, finds substitute Christopher Randall. Dribbles his way into the center. Heads go up, headed out by Richie for Mount Pleasant. Vere United still in possession. Flag goes up on the far side, and there's a whistle on the play. Free kick won by Vere United, just to the right of the penalty area on the far side. Players down once again.
Minimum of 4 minutes to be added.
Players from both teams being attended to in the penalty area.
Number 2 between Uruguay FC and Hawaii Hooker, 90 plus.
We see the youngsters from the Mount Pleasant Football Academy coming out to watch this game. So it's a substitute. Randall, it looks like who's going to be taking this free kick. Almost on the goal line. Beckford is all the way back. Here's a kick. Trying to flick on, whistle on the play quickly from the referee. And a free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Action winding down here in this encounter as Mount Pleasant continue to lead by 2-1. Here is Richie with a kick for Mount Pleasant. Kenroy Lumsden taken down there by Fletcher. He recovers to take the kick. Plays it left side. Vere United once again trying to come forward. Halted in the process by Mount Pleasant. It comes back to Vere United. Jerome Smith plays it right side. Loses it now to Mount Pleasant. In fact, Mount Pleasant wins a throw. Nakala, not in any hurry to take this throw, does so now. Finds Harvey. Harvey finds Beckford. Beckford plays it left side. Here is Beckford dribbling towards the penalty area once again, cleared by the Vere United defense. They come away with it once again, Vere United. And that's the end of this encounter. The final whistle coming from the referee. So Mount Pleasant wins this one by 2-1. Impressive win for Mount Pleasant as they continue the journey in this Red Stripe National Premier Football League. 2-1 in favor of Mount Pleasant.
it was important for us to win, especially at home, give our fans a treat, They deserve it, most people say we cannot win at home, and they have proven that since year that, free state at home. It's good, but nevertheless, to get in the point standing, this 3 points is very, very important, So I think we're up there, but still we think that we have more work to do. A lot of work, but this is a beginning. So for me as a coach, I'm not excited. I'm happy in a sense that we are moved from another place up, but there's still work to do.
How satisfied are you with the execution today?
It could be better. It could be better. I think that it's still faltered. I think today was one of our poor game in terms of execution, but nevertheless we got 2 goals and there are 3 points.
Okay, so how are you looking forward now to next week? You have done the whole in the final game of the first round. How are you looking towards it?
We're definitely going to plan for this team. It's not going to be easy game again because we are away, but nevertheless this is Mount Pleasant, and when we go out we go to win games. It's not we take that point, but we're going to want the 3 points.
Coach, are you okay in terms of the personnel you have, or are you having injury problems? What is the status of your overall team?
No, we don't have no injury problem. If I do maybe a one individual, so to speak, but the players them just need to adapt again, as I'm saying, to my style of football and just believe in what I'm doing, and we can go, we can just climb mountain and win this championship.
Okay, coach. Thank you.
All right then, thank you.
Thank you.